Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's annual budget with me. So for today, we're going to be setting up our annual budget and sinking funds for 2022. So in front of me, I have my iPad Air 4 and I'm using the Prosper You Planner System for 2022. I'm using GoodNotes, so I get lots of questions about everything I use, so I thought I'd mention that real quick. So let's go ahead and open up our planner and we're gonna navigate to the Family Finances section of the planner. I am using the budget add-on, which is also available in my Etsy shop, and I've just got it inserted into the planner right behind this divider here, as you will see. And I have it in portrait mode. That is just kind of my preferred mode. The budget add-on does come in both portrait and landscape, but I used portrait, I don't know, for quite a while, and I just really prefer it because the big screen, I just like that. So anyways, let's get started because we have a lot to set up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the annual budget. And if you did not see that, I just tapped on this little index section here to get there. So sometimes I kind of go through things quickly and forget to like slow down and stuff. Plus I'm filming this a little bit later than I had wanted. So yeah, it's 10:15. I'm hoping to still have this up by noon, but I procrastinated. I was very busy yesterday just messaging people on Etsy and like updating kits, and if you're in the Facebook group, you know, you know I was hard at work yesterday and I just did not get a chance to film this video. So, but anyways, that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and jump into it and get it done. So, for our financial goals for 2022, we have 5 big goals. We want to save up cash for our backyard. We've actually been saving cash for our backyard and our goal is to have $25,000. We did increase that after finding out what the cost of trees would be. I did not realize how expensive they were. So yeah, we're trying to save $25,000 for our backyard. We are actually about $1,400 away from that goal. So we will definitely hit that goal in 2022, but I wanted to include it here just because we are using some of our 2022 income to meet that goal, if that makes sense. So that is one of our goals. The other goal is to save up cash for a van. Now, I don't expect us to save all of the cash we need for the van because it is a big goal, but we want to save towards it. So our goal is to save $40,000 in cash to pay for our van that we plan to get in the next 1 to 2 years or so. And then we want to put at least $15,000 towards investments. So that's going to be a combination of retirement and also savings for the girls and everything. So we really want to get a lot of like investment type of stuff going. I was investing in my previous full-time job. I had a Roth with them, so we want to roll it all into one thing and like set all that up. We need to meet with a financial advisor at some point because I have no idea what I'm doing. So when it comes to that stuff, so yeah, we need to figure that out. We also want to put at least 2 extra mortgage payments towards our house this year. 2 extra mortgage payments. And then the last goal is that I want to beef up our emergency fund just a little bit more. So we want to add $10,000 to the emergency fund, which I'm just going to put EF. So those are the goals that we'll be working on this year. We have 2 primary sources of income. We have Planning to Prosper, which is my business. Planning to Prosper. I had a feeling I was going to have to resize. No biggie. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn images off. This is a insert that I put into my planner, so it's an image. So if you do not turn images off, that will happen. It will pick up the insert and everything. So, okay, so planning to prosper. And then miscellaneous. And I'm not going to share any income information. That is private information that I don't feel comfortable sharing. So there's that. Those will be our two primary sources of income. My husband is a full-time stay-at-home dad. I could not do everything I do without him. He is my partner in my business. He's my partner in life. We make a great team. I'm very proud of the progress we've made in the last year, and I'm just very grateful for him because he keeps this house in order and he's an amazing dad. And I just feel really blessed and grateful that like he is able to spend so much time with the girls and everything. I don't have a very close relationship with my biological father, and I just know how that's impacted my life, and it just makes me so happy that they have such an amazing dad. And if I talk about it too much, I get emotional, so I'm just not going to. But anyways, that's our situation. I run my business full-time. I very recently quit my full-time job, so I was running my business and working full-time prior to running my business solely. So, and then my husband quit his job when we just kind of realized that I needed more support and we did not necessarily need his income and everything. He was only working part-time as it was, so it was a very small piece of our monthly income is what he was bringing in. So anyways, that is pretty much it for that. And then our expenses. So let's see, I am going to list them out. I did put together a rough draft, but it is like super like scratched all over, so bear with me here for a minute. Okay, so we have our mortgage, and that did go up slightly. I just rounded up and it's $1,572 per month. I'll probably go through and center all of those once I'm done. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to just write along the left-hand side, and then I'll go through, or I even might just leave it like that, I don't know. Okay, so our total budget for the year, this is for the year, is $18,864. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna just write along the left-hand side and then I'll adjust. So then we have our HOA, and our HOA is 125. I rounded up. I tend to round up a lot when it comes to the annual budget because I feel like it just gives me more of a like buffer, you know? So that's $1,500 per year. It just gives us a little bit more wiggle room. Plus the HOA does occasionally just randomly go up. So I wanted to do that to kind of be on the safe side. And then we have Southwest Gas, which is the utility that we use to heat up our home. We also have a gas stove, and I'm putting that at $65 per month because the last 2 months it's been at $63. We are in a new build home, so we built our home in 2020. We've been here for just a little over a year, and so our utilities are still kind of figuring themselves out, I feel like. It takes a little bit. We were on the budget plan for our electric company and for our gas company, and they'll take the average of the whole year to figure all that out, but I feel like it just takes a little bit to get that all ironed out. So I'm just, again, going to be on the safe side and put $65 per month. And then we have our water and trash, and that's actually been very consistent, which is nice. I'm going to put $100 per month. So that is $1,200 per year. Then we have State Farm, which is my life insurance company, or it's Andrew's, sorry. Mine is Banner Health. Andrew's is State Farm. And that we have an exact amount that never changes, so it's $38.70 per month. And that is $464.40 per year. Next we have CenturyLink, which is our internet company. And that bill is also always the same. We're actually locked in, which is nice. So it's $65. Here, I'm gonna be consistent. $65 per month. And that is $780 per year. I'm also going to put Massage Envy in here because I might start going more regularly. We'll see. Andrew also really wants to go, and I like to kind of share my membership with him as much as we can. So I'm gonna put it in just to be safe, but I don't know. It's currently like technically canceled, I think, but I still have some massages left with them, like some credits that I need to use. So I'm just gonna put it on there to be safe, because in order to use the credits, of course, they make you unfreeze it and then you have to pay and blah, blah, blah. So I just, yeah, I don't know exactly what's gonna happen with that. So I figured I would just put it in. And then we have Banner Life, which is my life insurance. And that is another one where we know the exact amount, and it's $22.22 per month. Hopefully the table is not shaking a ton. This table is on carpet, so even though I have my tripod like weighed down, I feel like it still shakes, and I tend to write heavy, so hopefully it's not too shaky. So I try to pay attention to that, but sometimes I forget. $266.64. And then we have T-Mobile, which is our cell phone provider, and that we're gonna round up to $150 per month. And that is $1,800 per year. Trying to write more lightly. Okay, and then we have APS, which is our electric company. And I'm actually gonna put that at $325 per month, just because I just received a larger bill in the mail. It's actually kind of weird, like it's not due in December, so now December we had $250 budgeted for it, and now it's $0, and then we owe $317 in January. So again, I'm just gonna be on the safe side. We're gonna do $325. Being under budget is really nice, so we'll just kind of see how the year goes. And then we have Hulu. We do pay for a Hulu subscription. We have that bundled with Disney Plus, and then T-Mobile actually pays for Netflix. They had like a special a long time ago, and we're still doing the special with them. So I'm budgeting $25 per month for Hulu. And that is $300 per year. Here comes more chicken scratch. Like, I have to decipher my own handwriting. So then we have our gym membership and Orange Theory, because I'm planning on going back. I don't think I'll do like a full unlimited membership like I did before, but I'm planning to go just like twice a week, and then spending 2 days a week lifting with Andrew at the gym. I actually really love strength training. I was really into it, I don't know, a while ago. If you like scroll way back in my Instagram feed, you will see me like holding weights and all this kind of stuff. I love lifting, so the one thing that I didn't feel like I got enough of with Orange Theory was strength training and lifting. Like, they have a strength training part, but it's like just so rushed, and I don't know. I like using machines and stuff too, just to make sure that like my form is a little bit better. So yeah. So I'm gonna do Orange Theory twice a week and do like heavier lifting twice a week, and then probably maybe go to like a yoga class or something. So let's see, what did I budget for that? I budgeted, let's see, one moment. I budgeted $1,500 for the year. I'm not awake enough to do that math. $125 per month. $125 per month. And so that's $1,500 for the year. And then we get into more of our like living expenses. So we have grocery, and we're doing $160 per week. We will be using our card for that moving forward. We're not using cash in 2022. So to get the annual number, I just multiplied 160 by 52, and that was $8,320 for groceries. And then for household, we're budgeting $40 per week. We wanted to break it down weekly just because household items are consumable just like groceries, and so I feel like sometimes we would not budget enough and we'd like run out of things. So I feel like hopefully budgeting per week will kind of help. So just like break it down a little bit more and make sure that we're budgeting enough. So 40 per week. Diapers also comes out of there. We will start potty training Jules very soon, but it will be a while before she won't need nighttime diapers. So diapers and wipes and paper towel and, you know, toilet paper and hygiene products like shampoo, soap, laundry soap, all of that comes out of household. So yeah. So $40 per week is $2,080 per year. And then for eating out, we are gonna do $200 per month. And Andrew will probably use that most of the time with the girls, like without me, because I'm gonna be embarking on a pretty intense weight loss journey. I'll be following Bright Line eating, which I am still navigating through. It's very like, I've done it before and I'm still kind of figuring things out with it. So I'm not gonna talk about it a ton, but I probably won't be eating out myself for a while, but Andrew and the girls like to occasionally go out. Andrew really likes Salad and Go, and then he likes to take the girls out for ice cream and just different things like that. So $200 a month should be plenty for them. And eventually I may start eating out again, but I feel like for a while it's just easier to make my own meals at home, because then I know like exactly what's in it and everything. So that is $2,400 per year. And then we have Maddie's commission money. This is money that she can earn for doing extra chores around the house. So the kids are expected to keep their rooms clean. They're expected to make their beds and pick up their playroom and stuff. We do not pay them to do those things. But if she helps, like she was helping me clean my office and wipe things down, if she takes a little duster and cleans the blinds or cleans the baseboards or anything like that, we will pay her to do chores like that. So we take out $20 per month in singles, and that way she can earn money. And she is 7 now, so she fully understands the value of money. So she's like very, very into this. Before it was kind of spotty. She was like didn't really care very much, but now she's like really into it, and yeah, so this year should be pretty fun. And then we have gasoline. So gas does keep going up in our area, and I don't foresee that stopping anytime soon, and I like to play it safe. So we definitely do not spend this much per month currently on gas, but I wanted to bump it up just in case. So $150 per month. Oh, and I forgot to put this in. So this is $240 per year. And $1,800 per year for gas. And then we have sinking funds, which I will break down in just a moment. And that is going to be $28,620 for the year. And then we have a space for something that maybe I forget something, I don't know. So now I'm just gonna take my little lasso and try to center this a little bit better. I feel like that works. And I actually might leave the expenses like that. I feel like that looks nice. Okay, and then down here I'm gonna put our goals in. So our goals are the backyard, the van, investments, which we're budgeting $15,000 for. I won't put the budget amounts for the van and stuff yet because that depends on my income, like estimates and stuff, and I'm not sharing my income, so you could do some simple math to figure that out. Oh, and I will actually I'll put $1,400 here because that's all we need from this year's budget to get to the whatchamacallit, the 25,000. Goodness. Okay. And then for our mortgage, that budgeted amount is, let's see, 1572 times 2 is 3,000. So we're hoping to put an extra 3,144. If we can put more, we will. We definitely want to start paying down our house. We're in this house long term, so we definitely want to start, you know, paying it down. And then the emergency fund. Emergency fund, we want to put an extra 10,000. So those are our primary like budgeted amounts for our goals, with the exception of the van. And then our total for the annual expenses is $75,595.04. So there's our annual budget all set and ready to go. And now let's go ahead and set up our annual sinking funds. So we're gonna list out all of our sinking funds and put in our annual amounts and our monthly amounts. Now, these amounts I have carefully calculated. I've added up, like for haircuts, for example. Andrew goes every couple months and it's usually $40 to $50, and we're gonna take the girls probably every 3 to 6 months, and this is how much it is for them. And I go twice a year and this is how much it is for me. And then we add all that up and we divide it by 12. And I think about for Christmas, like how much are we gonna spend on gifts, and are we gonna take a trip this year? I like to keep Christmas separate because we usually do gifts out of there, and we do a annual like Christmas trip, just a little like overnight trip usually. Like 2 or 3 years ago, we went to the Polar Express up north, and we went with Maddie. This was before Julia was born, and it was super fun. We didn't go this year because we felt like Jules was still just too young for it. She will not sit still. So having her trapped on a train just did not sound appealing, but I think next year we'll probably go. But yeah, so just wanted to kind of give that little disclaimer before we jump in, that there's a lot of thought that goes behind these amounts and everything. So, and for the budget in general, there's a lot of thought that goes behind it. I kind of researched, you know, what was our spending from last year, and you know, how's the economy looking. There's some inflation going on, so I take that into consideration as well. And yeah, and I like to, again, play it safe by sort of overestimating what our expenses will be. So, okay, we're putting pocket money back as a sinking fund. Andrew's pocket money, and I'll just resize that. Okay. And then we have birthdays and gifts. We have car insurance, which we pay annually in October. We have car repairs. Car tax.
Someone is at the front door.
Someone's at the front door. Car tags. We have Christmas. We have clothing for Andrew. Clothing for the girls. Jules gets a lot of Maddie's hand-me-downs. Oops. Put a J. Clothing for the girls. So it's mainly for Maddie. And then clothing for me. Then we have family pictures, which we direly need to get done. I am guessing we'll probably get them done maybe in the springtime. And then haircuts is now gonna be, so you might notice that beauty is no longer on here. I'm gonna use my pocket money to get makeup. I honestly don't buy it very often at all. It lasts me forever because I hardly ever wear makeup. So we're splitting beauty out into a couple different categories for sinking funds and stuff. So we have haircuts, we have holidays, which holidays is any holiday outside of Christmas. So Easter, Valentine's Day, 4th of July, Halloween, all of those types of holidays come out of there. So if we need to get costumes for the girls, get Halloween candy, Easter baskets, that kind of stuff, that comes out of the holidays sinking fund. And then we have house maintenance. We have a medical sinking fund. Then we're bringing back the miscellaneous. Andrew really liked that one versus having like an unbudgeted line item in our budget. So we're gonna just do that. We're gonna have a miscellaneous kind of savings type of deal. And then we have nails. So I decided to add nails in here because I'm gonna be going regularly to get my nails done. And then also, I really, really love taking Maddie. So I didn't want that to come out. Oh, that is the one thing I forgot. I forgot entertainment. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do some recalculating on my annual budget because I forgot entertainment. Oops. I figured I was forgetting something. So entertainment is coming back too. And we were gonna budget $150 for that a month. I need to make a note of that because this is gonna impact, so I need to add $150 and add $150 to that. Okay, right? Or no, I want to add 150 and then add 1800. Okay, so I'll have to do some recalculating there, but entertainment's in there. And then, yeah, I didn't want like me taking her to get her nails done to come out of entertainment. So, and then we have school, because things always come up for school with fundraisers, book fairs, you know, little like trips and field trips and things like that. So, and then also Maddie does go to, like, she's a part of different clubs. So this semester she signed up for art club, and there's a cost associated with that. School supplies will come out of school. School uniforms will come out of school. So yeah, there's school. And then we have my pocket money. Then we have subscriptions and memberships. I'm just gonna leave that as subscriptions. And then summer activities. Subscriptions are like Amazon Prime, Beachbody, things like that. So summer activities. And that's gonna be like if we sign the girls up for swim lessons, if we join a monthly like indoor playground. In Arizona, it's very, very hot in the summertime. So we usually try to find like indoor things to do. Indoor playgrounds are really fun for the kids. There's like trampoline parks, there's all sorts of stuff that you can do, but there is typically, of course, a cost associated with that. And then Maddie also will eventually start going to church camp, which will be really fun. So yeah, so I just wanted to have a separate like sinking fund available for when all of that stuff comes up in the summertime. We just have a chunk of money to help pay for it. Will be really nice. And then lastly, we have vacation. Okay, so now we can write in our amount. So for Andrew's pocket money, that is going to be $2,400 per year and $200 per month. For birthdays and gifts, we're going to budget $1,800 for the year, which is $150 per month. And then for car insurance, we're budgeting $960 for the year, and that is $80 per month. For car repairs, we're going to budget $150 per year, and that is $1,800 per year. $150 per month is what I meant to say. $150 per month. Car tags is $300 for the year and $25 for the month. Christmas is $1,800 for the year and $150 for the month. And then clothing for Andrew is going to be $600 for the year, which is $50 per month. Clothing for the girls will be $1,200 for the year, which is $100 per month. And then my clothes will be the same at $600 and $50. I do have a ton of clothes that will fit me once I do lose weight, so I don't anticipate needing a ton of new clothes as I lose weight throughout the year, so that should be good. And then family pictures, we're budgeting, or actually I think it's entertainment next, yeah. Entertainment is going to be $1,800 for the year, which is $150 per month. And then family pictures is $300 for the year, which is $25 per month. Haircuts, we're budgeting $960 per year, and we're gonna set aside $80 per month. And then for holidays, we're setting aside $600 per year, which is $50 per month. For house maintenance, we're going to set aside $250 per year, or per month. That's actually per month. There we go. And that is $3,000 per year. For medical, we are going to set aside $1,200 per year, which is $100 per month. For miscellaneous, we're also going to do $1,200 per year, and that is $100 per month. For nails, we're gonna put aside $1,800 per year, and that's $150 per month. And that will cover me getting dip done, a pedicure, and then also a mani-pedi for Maddie, plus tip, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that'll be really fun for us to do together. I'm really excited about that. And then for school, we're gonna set aside $1,200 per year, which is $100 per month. For my pocket money, that will be $2,400 per year. And that is primarily gonna go for me for like my lash fills and stuff. I decided to not put lash fill as a separate line item. I'm still gonna take that out of my pocket money, and that's $200 per month. And this will be good too for, like, you know, if I decide to go out with my girlfriends, which I am, later in January, we're gonna have a girls' night. I can take that money out of my pocket money versus taking out of our family's entertainment money. Andrew likes to use his pocket money a lot for like tech type of stuff and investments and things like that. He's really into cryptocurrency stuff, which I know nothing about. So he does stuff with that. But yeah, so that is where our pocket money typically goes. And then for subscriptions, we're gonna do $300 per year, which is $25 per month. And then for summer activities, we're gonna do $1,200 per year, which is $100 per month. And then lastly, yeah, we've got vacation, and vacation's gonna be $3,000 for the year. So we're gonna do $250 per month. And now I need to make sure I like calculate this correctly. So our annual amount for sinking funds is $28,620 plus the $1,800 for entertainment. So $30,420. And then our monthly amount is $2,385 plus $150, which is $2,535. So yeah. And then I need to, oh, you guys didn't even see that, I'm sorry. But that is our annual amount, and that is our monthly amount, and we still have a couple spaces there. And then I need to adjust this. So our annual amount for sinking funds is $30,420. And then our annual expenses, 59504 plus 1800. So our annual expenses are actually $77,395.04. All right, so you guys, that is it. That's our annual budget. Our annual sinking funds is all good to go, which is great. So I am super excited about 2022. We have a lot of really fun goals that we're gonna be working on, and we have dates set for our backyard. So our backyard should be done by like the end of the first week of February, which I'm so excited about. We also did just get one of our barn doors. So we're getting 2 barn doors installed in our house. Our laundry room barn door has been installed. So I will share that in my next day in the life. He's gonna actually install the master bath one today too. So that is very exciting. Getting stuff done around the house is like one of the most exciting things. I'm just really excited for a backyard. We've gone a whole year just having dirt in the backyard, and it'll be really nice to go back there and eat meals out there and hang out and read a book and relax. The girls did get a telescope, like for, is it a telescope? I think for like looking at stars and stuff. I don't know, I'm like having brain fog. I was up really late again last night, of course. So, but yeah, so we can go back there. They can play with that. The girls love being outside. So just having an outside space for them is gonna be huge. But anyways, that is pretty much it. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to catch all of my future videos. I will be checking in for the 4th week of December. I was just about to say January. December in tomorrow's video, so stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your financial goals for 2022? I would love to chat with you all about that in the comments, and other than that, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!